I had gone live already. You want me to stop it and redo it?
No, I can. I could just go. Are we live on YouTube?
We're live right now. We're 28 seconds in.
Cut. No. Do over. Wait a minute.
We can do
Wait a
over.
minute, mother.
Wait a goddamn minute.
All right. Welcome to episode 2 of The Ranking, powered by the Feature Effect. My name is Felicia, and I am the founder and forever a fan of music. I'm that before anything else. Don't ever get it twisted. If this is your first time watching us, the Feature Effect is built around a single idea, which is that collaboration is the most strategic tool musicians can use today. So, I believe it so much that I wrote a book about it. And yes, it's called The Feature Effect. And this is our show where we put that thesis to work every single week. And I am so thrilled to be joined by my amazing co-host. What's up, Money Green? How you living? How's your weekend?
FBI, what it do? KJ, what's good? I am absolutely great. Having a great holiday weekend. Um, Started out really well Friday night. I was able to turn the city up a little bit on the music tip, carry that into Saturday night, and today's been a great family day, relaxing.
Nice. Very, very nice. And what about you, Kevin?
Hey, same. It's a great holiday weekend. A lot of graduations, a lot of family festivities, house full of kids running around, stuff getting broken, but it's good times. So it's all been good.
Okay. Where's my plate, though?
What you want? Got fajitas, got some pork
Fajitas.
bones. I don't
Wait,
know if
wait.
you
Fajitas?
fajita. Do you do fajitas? Do they do that?
Fajitas for Memorial Day weekend? Where they do that at?
Look, it's a spread. Every day is something different.
You know,
That was lunch. That was lunch.
okay.
I don't know if you're a Southern cuisine type of person, but we got some pork bones, red beans,
Okay.
cabbage and pigtails. I don't know. I don't know what y'all eat up there, so
Okay.
that's dinner tonight.
Okay, all right. Now I'm feeling better about that. Many moons ago, when I used to live in New York, when I first moved there, my first like holiday, me and a bunch of friends got together, and it was so different because in Cleveland, you have the turkey, the macaroni and cheese, the yam. It's a standard, Southern, Thanksgiving, Christmas, whatever. I had a friend that was from the islands, so we had some plantains, and then somebody else had some potato salad. Whatever it was, it's just like it wasn't like the lineup that I was used to. So you scared me when you said fajitas, because I'm like, wait, it ain't Cinco de Mayo, like it's Memorial Day weekend. What you talking about? Okay. So enough with that. Before we get started, quick vibe check. I have a very important question for the both of you. I want you to close your eyes and imagine it's a nice Saturday afternoon in June. You're in the car. Are you a window down or AC type of person?
You know what the hell my answer gonna be?
I don't.
I'm in Texas. I'm window up, AC, blast that.
Oh man.
110 degrees out here.
That feels good. That sounds good. Like I'm money.
Yeah, I'm an AC guy myself too, and I'm up in B more. But yeah, we like the artificial intelligence along with the air. Absolutely. But at night, you know what I'm saying? If it's a nice night, yeah, we put the windows down and listen to the music as we coast.
When I was thinking to ask you all this question, I was thinking that you're a man and I'm a woman, and I feel like men get always hot, 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 hot. I feel like women are more, I don't know. I would definitely have the windows down with a nice breeze. And if it's real hot, then that just means I need to drive faster. So get more of a breeze. That's kind of how I reconcile it. So all right. So KJ, let's get started with the ranking recap.
Let's do it. All right. So we've been trugging along, and I'm gonna tell you this, Felicia, you impressed last week, and so for those of you who don't know, first week we came out and we did our rankings on Kalani's project, and of course, last week we had the opportunity to do the biggest drop from the GOAT, the Iceman himself. So we went through Iceman, Habiti, and Maid of Honor. And I think this week, I think some cheating went on, Chuck. What do you think, Chuck? How would you say everything? How are you feeling? I think there was some cheating, not from me or you, but what do you think, Chuck?
Well, let's just say if
Cheating? Wait. We ain't even seen nothing
Well,
yet.
hey, I was talking to Chuck. Chuck, how do you feel?
let's just say I feel that we had an opportunity to all participate, and someone just felt as if the need not to be part of the participating table. Thus, I wouldn't call it cheating. I just, what I'm saying. A lot of other things to do was on the list.
We're not gonna put no addies on it, but that has been the ranking. So last week we did get into the Iceman, Habiti, and Maid of Honor. Felicia got her picks in late, but she got the picks in. That's all that matters. So for those of you who don't know, the ranking is where we try to predict what singles, what songs, what features are going to make an impact in tomorrow. And so we do this kind of blind. And Chuck and myself have been carrying. Chuck put a whooping on me the first week. The second week, Felicia came back. And so this week we have Drake. So are we ready to reveal how we did? It's 3 different projects, so we could have 3 different winners. But are you guys ready?
Absolutely.
Let's see it.
Okay, so what do we want to go? We want to go Iceman first, Maid of Honor, or Habiti?
Let's go Iceman.
Okay, so here's the big reveal. Iceman is still bumping. Of course, that one had 2 features. And so coming in at number 1 is Ran to Atlanta. Of course, that's the featuring Future and Molly Santana. And then Beats on the Table came in second. And that features the 21 Savage, the constant Drake collaborator. And so when we look at who did what last week, it looks like Chuck and Felicia both cleaned up this week. So they tied. Both had Ran to Atlanta and Bees on the Table. I thought Bees on the Table was going to prevail, but, it looks like I was wrong on that. What do y'all think about out of those 2? Do you think that it's going to stay that way, or, time is going to switch the position of those 2?
Absolutely is going to stay that way. Even when Drake does this $1 billion deal that he's forecasting and that he's talking about and he's getting it set up for, and when we hear it, then you'll run back over there to hear that track a little more to hear what he's saying. But yeah, just Ran to Atlanta. I mean, the significance of it, man. And then plus, you got Future on there, man. You know what I'm saying? Another GOAT. So that's GOAT. You can't get no better than that, man.
Felicia, what say you?
I voted as a fan, and that record is just a better record. So, you know, that's it.
There we go. So we can move on to Habiti next, and let's reveal. So before we even start there, Chuck had Her Not There, Fort Worth, I'm Spent, Slap the City. Felicia had Fort Worth, Her Not There, I'm Spent, and then Slap the City. And then I came through with Her Not There, Fort Worth, Slap the City, I'm Spent. So we all did different variations. Let's see what the big reveal shows. So coming in at number 1, Fort Worth. Number 2 is Slap the City. Number 3, I'm Spent. And then number 4, Her Not There. Nor There. And surprise, surprise, Chuck. Surprise, surprise. Who won that one?
I think that'll be you there, right?
No, it's Felicia.
Oh my Lord. What the hell is going
She
on
almost
here?
got it perfect. Almost perfect.
Oh Lord. How's the fan
I
doing
just
this?
picked the right slaps. I know, you know what I mean, what the fans are feeling. Sometimes it's different than what they be hearing in that executive office that you be in chop shop. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the streets. I
Well,
know you I know you was in the
yeah.
streets Friday night and Saturday night and all the things, but I'm telling you,
Well, good job, FBI.
how are you
Okay,
feeling?
she
How are you
uh,
feeling? You know, you
look.
you
I'm 0-2 right now, so I'm feeling a little tight. Um, that one, I mean, y'all did y'all's big one on that. Y'all both came through. I was out of there. I had number 4 as number 1. So
Yeah.
yeah, I wasn't even close. But it is what it is. Next, we got Maid of Honor. This is the one that I think was going to be the hardest for any of us to predict because it was I think of all 3 projects the most out of the box, and so predicting this one, which one was going to catch, you got to be really in tune. So revealing the rankings of this, we have which one, Cheetah Print, Outside Tweaking, Amazing Shape, and then True Bestie. And when I go to what we put down, um, let's see. It looks like I had Cheetah Print and Chuck had Cheetah Print as number 1. Cheetah Print actually came in as number 2. Felicia, you had
Wow.
which one? Oh my goodness. Chuck, it looks like Felicia magically got which one correct.
For number 2?
Yeah. So for Maid of Honor, she got the first record correct. Wow. Impressive.
you know what? I feel hate in the room right now.
Well, I'm just look,
And and
I'm
I really
proud of
don't
you.
know why because it's not like I memorized or saw anything enough to like whatever.
Number 2 was actually Cheetah Print. So Chuck and I had that one spot out of where it should have been. Uh, 3 was Outside Tweaking. We had Outside Tweaking, Chuck and myself, as number 2. So a bit out of place. It looks like number 4, Amazing Shape, was the closest was probably myself and Felicia. So True Bestie, Chuck almost got that one. He had that in spot 4. But Felicia and myself both had True Bestie as the number 5 record. That gives the W to Felicia. Felicia is now our all-time champion on the ranking. Chuck, how are you feeling about that, man? She has dethroned you as the leader of the pack.
Well, now I can officially talk about this cheating. Now we can officially have a conversation. Uh, so
Don't
we
put
have
that on
to.
my name.
So we have to officially say now we have a time limit on when to turn this in. You cannot wait until a week later. You know what I'm saying to turn your results in. So by midnight of the night that we shoot this, please get your cast, your vote in, have your vote in, and thus it'll be a fair vote. You know what I mean? But congratulations, and I will say this: normally in life, when people do research and write books, they normally have a little bit more intel of how things happen. And since Felicia has done both, right? She's done the research. She created a podcast and she wrote a damn book. So she probably has the edge on us and it's showing. So congratulations, Felicia.
Thank you very much.
Good stuff. I want to remind everybody, you too can participate. You just go to studio.thefeatureeffect.com. You can put in your votes to see if you are able to outpredict us. This happens every week on the pod. And so, again, congratulations to our new leader, all-time leader now. You're racking up the W's. Felicia, how are you feeling?
It took a lot to get to this moment.
Hey man, just give it regular. Don't get that one. Not that one, because that one we got to come at you with that one. You know what I mean? Do your one too, but not that one. All right.
Okay, but I also want to take this opportunity to let everyone know that the data that we have has been provided by Viberate. And actually, what threw me off a little bit this week is that I saw some numbers online that did not reflect the data that we pulled. So I just want to throw that out there as a disclaimer. If you look up these songs, you may see other numbers. I believe everything is still directionally correct, but we are checking our data sources to ensure the provider that we use is actually providing us with real up to date information so that when we share it, it's always correct. And so that also is another reason that I didn't get to my rankings in time because I was in founder mode trying to troubleshoot and make sure that when we came on here, they didn't say, wait a minute, Drake had way more da 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 da, and she da 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 da. So I just want to say that.
Hey, chop shop,
Hey,
play my shit.
hey, the back pedal was better than Dion in his prime right there, Chuck.
Yeah.
Hell of a back pedal. Hell of a back pedal.
Hey, but she deserves it though. Good shit, FBI. Good shit. Me and KJ will be coming for you this week with the new selection, new artist, and his dope project.
And just a preview of this week's the ranking, we're gonna be doing Smile by Nick Grant. That has 6 collaborations, 6 features on there. So we're gonna be breaking those down. But before we get into that, Felicia, can you tell us what the data says?
Yes, what the data says. So let me share. Okay.
While you're looking, any last comments of the Drake project since it what really took over and did some monumental just space in the whole entertainment field. We saw big projects come out before. We've been around for a while, each of us individually. So, any other final takes on just seeing a week like this um, in this new digital landscape where we're not walking to the corner stores no more, or the album shops no more and buying albums, but just seeing what you can still do with a good project or some good anticipation and being a very renowned artist and how you can still move a needle. Any closing thoughts or suggestions or just critiques?
The one thing I will critique is I'm going to critique the culture in general for the Drake, just the Drake slander. We got to put, why when we got legends existing and we have these moments, we can't pick and choose which ones we're going to celebrate. Again, I'm not a Drake fan, but what he did was create a moment, and it gave me that nostalgia of how it used to feel when you knew something was dropping on that Tuesday. Whether it be, whatever project is your favorite artist's project, but
Right.
it just took me back about 20 so years before we even got to the digital landscape to
Right.
where it was a physical game. And I think that is missing, that we don't get those moments. It felt like, back in the gap, you got those moments, monthly. And
Right.
that's kind of what pushed the culture ahead. And
Right.
so I think we got to celebrate Drake a little bit more for being able to create a moment like this. It brought some excitement, of course, some critique, but I felt like the project, to me, dropping 3 projects, that's amazing, man. It's hard to do. And then you drop 3 different types of projects just to show, like, listen, I do this, but I also do this. I do this. And so I felt like, he did his thing, man. And I've seen a lot of hate, but I really want to celebrate the moment. Like, this is a big moment. We talked a few weeks ago about, hip hop kind of taking a back a back seat to some other genres as of recent. I think this kind of pushes us back to the forefront. What say y'all?
Um, I agree. I mean, it was a really. I'm not a critic. I'm a fan. So the anticipation for anything for me is like the most exciting part of something. So it was exciting to see. It was exciting to see everybody talking about something, whether it was hate or support or whatever it was. I was just glad for hip hop. I mean, I feel like when the battle with him and Kendrick happened, like that was, it was the same feeling. Like it was such a moment. Like, oh my God, like 20 years from now, people will be talking about this. And so I think the same thing applies to Drake. What I will say though is yesterday I saw something about how Drake is utilizing these agencies to clip music to create virality. And so that kind of sent me down a rabbit hole. And so, um, I'm looking forward to learning more about that. But overall, like, it was fun. You know what I mean? And hip hop to me has always been fun. And, I like when people keep it fun. So,
So, and I think I'll close it out. But I think because I was around, if I just turn into a sports era, I was around when Michael Jordan was having his heyday, and Mike received a lot of hate. So I just think it's just normal for us to hate. So I would say that Drake receives a ton of hate, but it's normal for the icons and the best of the best and the biggest to receive that hate. I just like that his body of armor is good enough to cut through it, to still deliver, and to still win championships. So I appreciate him and his team for the consistency, him and his team for delivering a deliverable, in this case, three of them, and just pushing the boundary, man, and giving us all some hope to say that music is not dead. Absolutely, our culture of music isn't dead. And so we are back on the charts now in a major way. He has significantly made sure of that, but also too, it just reminds us that music is still alive. So I appreciate him for that and all the powers that be that help push this out and give us something to talk about. Hopefully, in the next coming months, some other majors do a little something, a little twist. I hear Jay after his two shows in New York City, maybe gearing up to drop something. So we'll see what that looks like if it pans out. But you know, again, it's just what a time to be alive, right? So we can see some great things happen and hopefully keep pushing this culture forward.
facts. All right. Well, let's get into what the data says about Nick Grant. So, first of all, you know, Nick Grant came to mind because I was talking to one of my homeboys and he was like, "Yo, do you know who?" He was like, "You know who got a good project?" I'm like, "Who?" He's like, "Nick Grant." And I was like, "Oh." I said, "I've never listened to him. I've heard of him. I remember like there was a time where it seemed like he was, getting a little traction and getting a little momentum, but I don't think he ever had like that breakout moment." And so I was like, "All right." And so I just put it on and I was like, this is solid. And then when I was thinking about what we're doing here, I was like, you know what? I really want people to know that we're not just here to um, spotlight and do predictions on artists that are the goats, Drake, Kendrick, Cole, like it's for all artists, right? And you both know I have an extra special spot for people on the come up. I always have. And so I was like, you know what? Why don't we dedicate this episode to talking about someone who dropped the same time, but because Drake dropped, right? Like, Drake took all the oxygen, right? And all the attention. So I was like, yo, like, let's talk about somebody else who is doing something good. And yeah, so that's how we got to Nick Grant. Have you heard of Nick Grant before?
Yeah. When T.I. them first grabbed him up and put him on Grand Hustle, I started hearing of him because he was in Atlanta and he was absolutely no, he's a rapper. So heard of him. I even recall something like a 3,000 or something, or maybe something. Maybe it mentioned something, but something was going on that 3,000 shouted him out or something. But yeah, he can definitely toe the torch and hold his own on the mic. So it's crazy. You got the North Carolina and South Carolina kids keeping the real hip hop alive. You know what I'm saying? But nah, yes, he's definitely a smooth operator. Back to your throwbacks of a '90s rapper, and he has something to say. And again, it's refreshing that it's not, and not, no disrespect to auto tune, no disrespect to crazy beats that just make you want to do something even before you hit a rapper. But it's just nice to hear somebody come up with concepts and then jump on it and do what the culture was meant for. You know what I mean? Give me a beat, give me a mic, and let me go. And so he's refreshing, and as yeah, definitely got outshined by by Drake and his wave. But thank you for bringing it to my attention because I didn't know he dropped, but he definitely is in the whip now for sure.
Nice. What about you,
Yeah, so
KJ?
you've kind of put me on. I didn't know of Nick Grant before this, but pleasantly surprised. I know we'll get more into it, but to both of you guys' point, artists on the come up like this deserve spotlight, and so I was pretty surprised by what I heard. So excited to dive into it today.
All right, cool. So, I kept the data real simple for today and just pulled up his top 5 features. The first one is Feds, and I was thinking maybe Chop Shop could play that, followed by Get Up, The Switch Up, Black Woman, uh, and Nikki. Wait, Black Woman featuring Stacey Barth. I love her. Oh my God, her voice is
Oh
everything.
yeah, Stacey Barnes back in the days. Okay.
Yeah. Um, and even Get Up featuring Watch the Duck. I don't know what's up with them lately, but that are you familiar with them, Kevin?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Um, what do I know them from? Did they do something like what was their like I guess biggest breakout moment? Do you know? Or
They had a moment at South by the South by that you and I you and I connected. So they were kind of all around the city. I was in Austin at the time, but that's where I was introduced to them at South by Southwest. So it's good to see that they're still around. But they had a little moment.
yeah. So a lot of these songs were released a while ago, but I think what's interesting from a feature perspective is the number one, 3.5 million. That's not really, I guess, when I think of features and like how they can really catapult an artist, that's not a big number for him to overcome. Like, I think Nick, with the right feature and the right song, can blow past 3.5 million, right? Like, I think creatively, like, he has the skill, right? It's always gonna, to me, come down to the record. Um, so not bad numbers by any means, but 3.5 is like, okay, you got room to grow. You got room, you know what I mean? You get some traction, some momentum. Like, I can see him kind of blowing through that. So, um, that was, my initial thought there. Can we hear a little bit of that record, Chop Shop?
Sure. If I play it right here, can we hear it, or do I need to share?
That's a really good question.
Can you hear that?
Yeah, yeah. I'm a maid, nigga got models cleaning the crib. I'm here styling on them, the iron on me, I wig. Fans bugging your spot, niggas raiding where you live. You know the stakes high when you making it on the strip. I talked to the blind man, he told me what he saw. The deaf nigga told me that he was listening to his heart. It's shocking, they ain't hip to the plug, my shit is raw. I've been hopping out the socket since Tracy Ellis Ross. Nasty, I'm repulsive, I'm the grossest. Got the chopper at your door like a witness from Jehovah. Put my love in the culture, got no love from the culture. Now I dance with the devil at the wedding, say saying devotion. I like my bitches either real ghetto or too famous. She wanna try me, I tell her find a cute angle. Time tells all, you soon find out who's hating. Always the ones closest, never the few strangers. How you living, nigga? Bitch, I'm in the building, somebody switch the decor. All the competition gets zipped and shipped to the morgue. My auntie used to say that baby done been here before. If the money need along, then I'm trying to go get some more. All these niggas all in your business, that ain't business. I watch a dark time turn light, I am vivid. Nigga, you don't get the credit if your man did it. Yeah, they skating when they bored out them dirty vans with it. No, I'm not the shooter, but trust I'm forever guarded. Split you down the middle like when labels fuck the artist. Nigga, please, I wanna be Master P. Ain't no limit, I get paid like an athlete. Big business, hoe, fuck you if you're mad at me. I tell a bitch to get to stepping like some Kappa feet. Hey, that's my cue dog, I'm too raw, too hard. From where Chevelle to two-tone, packing like a group home. I'm the Southern Snoop Dogg, from where you take a life to save a life. Keep your group on, never is the truth wrong. I go dumb as two blondes, all up in your home, and we don't give a fuck about who home. Everything I write is death till you check the tombstone. All you whack rappers took the game to a new low. Nigga, I've been nice with the mic since crew coach. I'ma flip the game upside down, I found a loophole. The scale don't lie, let's see how much weight your crew hold. Split your Adam's apple if you think life is a fruit bowl. I'm at the tabernacle praying for a bulletproof soul. Same nigga, new goals, bang nigga too close. Money on my new bowl, spot the money like my granny used to spot a loose hoe. I feel like Harold Melvin, all niggas need is them blue notes. I'm too cold, bitch.
When did that come out, FBI? That was tough.
I think I got the release date on there. Was that 2020? Hold on, I was just trying to see something.
That was tough.
I was trying to see.
Oh, yeah, 2020. Off the album God Bless the Child.
Yeah, I was trying to see who the producer was. Featuring Tay Beast. Yeah, that's hard. I like that. Kevin, I saw you got the ugly face.
He was sliding. The young man was sliding. You don't hear that. You don't hear that too much nowadays. So, you know, it's nice.
Definitely.
So, Feds has more than double the streams of any other Nick Grant collab on the list. Right? So that's definitely the standout one. And I'm really excited for us to listen to and make our predictions for his new album and the features on Smile. But again, public service announcement. Okay. We are here for a reason. So, hold on. Are you putting out music, but you feel like the right people just haven't heard you? Well, one of the most underused tools in music is the feature. A strategic collaboration that puts you in front of an audience that already trusts the artist that you're working with. See, the artists who break through aren't just talented, they're intentional about who they collaborate with and why. Features are the strategy. And I wrote the playbook. It's called The Feature Effect, a strategic guide to building your music career through collaboration. And it's available for pre-order at thefeatureeffect.com. So make sure you go to the website and grab your copy because, I mean, everybody needs features. Drake needed features, Nick Grant need features, like everybody needs features. So you got to get started with yours today. And now,
Dope segment.
drum roll. It is time. It is the main event. We need the ding, 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 ding. We need the ding, ding.
The ranking.
The ranking. All right, so y'all gonna explain it real quick what we're about to do, and then I'll start sharing my screen here to get us started.
Indeed. So the ranking is, of course, where we try to predict which collaborations are going to make the biggest impact tomorrow. So again, you can do this with us real time. studio.thefeatureeffect.com. Put it in. If you're seeing this after the fact, you can still put in your predictions to see how close or how far off you are. Now, again, Felicia now leads us. She has 3 wins. Chuck has 1. I
Incredible.
have 0, but I'm struggling.
Okay,
Incredible.
and we also want to make sure everyone knows. So when we say which songs will have the biggest impact, we're going to check the Spotify streaming numbers and we're going to see how many streams each feature had from the time the song was released, whenever that was, because some songs come out before the album. So from that date to the following Thursday after the album was released. And we're going to check that time period and see how many streams each song has. So we are all trying to predict which is going to be in the first place, second, third, fourth, so on and so forth. Everybody clear?
I'm clear.
Okay.
All right, first up, we got Nick Grant's song called Another Classic. This features B. Hess.
Yeah. Yeah, I ain't looking at you niggas, I'm looking right past you. My respect you gotta earn and I'm dumping the ashes. All of your fentanyl, who's killing you faster? Here's another classic. Yeah, the ghetto depiction of Christ. UPN 6'9", stewed chicken and rice. Back when Norman Lit shows gave me some life advice. Gathering my experience to be rap messiah. Food for thought, but they sleep on me, that's nigga-itis. The alphabet boys out here searching for A likes. Just trying to survive this wave of violence. They hit you with a biscuit while you at your table dining. I'm on your mic with the cage tiger. Yeah, this real shit in me got the bitch nigga crawling at you. Where they have you lying on your back like King Joffrey. They talk about they dollars. Meanwhile, I became a prophet. The realest in the projects. Time to make the game tap out. My nigga blame my life on all the horror that I rap out. They hit him close range, blood stains on the stack house. Had the shooters laying on them like my granny's packed house. This shit is real. Yeah. I ain't looking at you niggas, I'm looking right past you. My respect you gotta earn and I'm dumping the ashes. All of your fentanyl, who's killing you faster? Here's another classic.
Long as I live, I'ma be the realest, stepping on millions, and I got 2 shits to give. But how the fuck a nigga feel, cause I'm really in the field, nigga, long as I live. Never forget where I'm from in my city, I'm the one, nigga, love how that feels. So I'ma get it long as I live. Long as I live.
Yeah, look in my eyes and see the ghost of hoes who never got.
All right. That was absolutely a 90s groove. Felt like a little bit of Nas and AZ on some Sugar Hill. I mean, just a real dope vibe. Felt like I had a Mazda Millennium back then, something like that. You know what I mean? Pull that out again and just, the windows would be down. It would be late in the evening, though it would be cool. And we'd be out just spinning the block, you know what I'm saying? Saying what up to people as we in the neighborhood or, you know what I'm saying, greeting, you know what I mean? But no, dope track. I don't know who B has was before then, but again, he reminded me of another one of them. Just one of them dope hip hop collaborations. You know what I mean? So, thumbs up. I fucked with that record.
Yeah, I thought this was a really good record. Definitely brings back some nostalgia, pinpointing the '90s. So it sounds like, at least he's influenced by that era. I felt like both artists really got off on the record, and so as far as where this is going to rank, I'm thinking it will be maybe number 4. But for me, it's a standout track. I'm just not sure if it's going to if it's going to make the same noise that some of the other records will make. But this is definitely standout album cut.
Um, so I hadn't heard of BHS before, and I'm really into R&B. So I'm definitely going to check him out. So that's good. Um, the song to me felt very familiar, so I guess that's the nostalgia edge that it has. Um, I don't know. I think I told y'all this before. I like rappers where I could really hear what they saying, and I could really hear what he's saying, and he's got a good voice. So, yeah, with some bars in there. I like it. I don't know where this is gonna rank for me yet, and since y'all put the pressure on me from last week, I'm over here taking notes.
Let's
So,
go.
towards the end, I'll be able to say where I think this record is going. Right now, though, it's feeling like the middle. So, we'll have to see.
Dope. All right, well, here's the next song, Nick.
I'm sorry. Before you do that, we can see your video screen. Do you think, Kevin? Do you think that's going to be in a recording or no?
Oh, you can see you
Yeah,
all.
that will be in there. It's gonna be in there.
Can you move that out of there, Chuck?
Let me see. Let me see. If I do that and then do this, if I do that and do this, but it comes back. I was able to hide it before.
Yeah, I feel like last week it wasn't there.
Yeah, I stopped sharing. Share something else.
Are you
Uh,
sharing your screen or a window?
I'm sharing my screen.
Mm.
If I do it like this, yeah, how do I? Let me see if it comes up a little bit. No, that ain't it.
Considering what we said about that record, um, it has an appropriate title, Another Classic.
Hmm.
Very fitting. I'm in the song titles too.
Yeah, it's not letting. So when I go here, like it pops back up, and it used to be I could hide it. The hide is away. If I hit stop and stop sharing,
Okay. I mean,
if I go here, back to the tab, here is the page. Yeah, it used to be right here, like so it would go away. I can't tuck it. I mean, I could make it tiny. Is all I do. I'll do that.
okay.
Hopefully that'll.
Yeah,
And then I'll
won't be
put that.
such a distraction.
Yeah, and then I'll put it down somewhere right here.
Okay.
Cool beans.
All right.
All right, same song. This one right here is Nick Grab featuring Punch. And I just learned that the artist Punch is actually in a collective with Nick Grant called The Room Full of Mirrors. That's the collective called, and it's Nick, Punch, Daylight, and a female called Lyric Michelle. So here goes this collabo.
Niggas know what time it is. Yeah. Pussy nigga algorithm, affirmation, trash the system. Crackers out here blasting niggas, just another black statistic. Sugar baby, crack baby, ain't no difference. Malnutrition, motherfucker, keep your hands high. I don't give no dap to niggas. I don't trust no pastor, man. They sold dreams to heaven's highest height for a raffle ticket. Heard our children beat our women. Girl, shake that ass and titties. Motherfucker, keep your hands high. Bad karma, big pharma, slave town. Shit's haunting, rent late, but got a fresh fit. Don't you blick holder, code switcher, bitch culture wasn't there if there's no photo. Motherfucker, keep your hands high. Both parents dope fiends, pregnant young and preteen. Dead ain't see his hoop dreams. Them alphabet boys come, you souped up in 2nd Street. You obese, get more cheese. Them chitlins got your blood pressure. Nigga, just keep them. Yeah. We keep on dancing to the same song. Same song. We keep on dancing to the same song. Nigga, same song. Stuck in the rhythm of the same song. College lecture on the spectrum, younger girl so obsessed with BBLs and more injections, hate ingested, trait recessive. Killed the child before you found out what the sex was. Testing, motherfucker, keep your hands on too. Young nigga blocking blessings, smoke his op, heart infected, broken, jealous, dope and Helen, sociopath with social presence, local felon, hard to catch his prison, taught the hardest lessons. Young nigga, keep your head high. Okay. Lyricism, feminism, shit is wicked. Uncle Sam gon' stick it to you, quick to twist you for your digits. Watch it spending or revisit humble beginnings. The robbery is vicious. Bitch, I told you, keep your hands high. Okay. Go support a snitch recording, best bros turning foreman, house nigga, ghetto torture where your own kind get slaughtered. TV baby turn the news, they get us by programming poison. They get some motherfucking stick up, nigga. Keep on dancing to the same song. Same song. Keep on dancing to the same song. Nigga, same song. Stuck in the rhythm of the same song.
Yeah, you niggas dancing to the same song. Same song. Post-traumatic stress disorder, schizophrenic, ill supporter, pill popping, brain distorted, foreclosure, can't afford it, front door eviction notice, internet trigger posting, and all you wanna do is get high. What's up with niggas, sucker niggas, busters? I don't trust these niggas up in other niggas' business. Nothing niggas disgusting niggas. What's up with niggas hating women? They hate themselves, mother issues, and all you niggas ever do is cry. Foreshadow prophesying, I told you the party was dying. Niggas thought that he was lying, till them charts got magnified. Propaganda magnified, Trump card got denied. I wonder if you know we know you lie. From cocaine residue to Super Bowl revenue, a ceiling I ain't never knew. That's word the blue sky view. Whole new attitude, what you niggas got on the jet fuel. I'm out, I catch you niggas in the sky. Niggas dancing to the same song. Keep on moving to the same song.
Woo! Oh. Okay, now look, I did listen to all the songs ahead of time. I didn't run them back like a million times, but I listened maybe like twice. But sometimes I have short-term memory, like it, whatever. So if I have to compare this to the last record, I mean, this is feeling like top 3. Because with Nick Grant, with him being an artist who doesn't have as much exposure, right? I'm going to make my predictions. I'm gonna give y'all my sauce. I'm going to make my predictions based off how dope the song is to me. Unless there's an artist that I know has a huge following where I think that their audience is going to tap in, and then that will push that record to the front. So right now, that song is in the top 3. I like that. I could see that. They should shoot a video for that. Yeah. Okay.
What you think, KJ?
That's an incredible record. Super deep, super poignant. You don't hear that. I think that what makes it stand out is it just sounds so different from, what we hear on a day-to-day. And so I think this will be one of the top performing records. I don't know exactly where yet, but it's definitely one of those records that I think a visual could take it through the roof. And so to Felicia's point, I'm interested to see, how they work this record. But very strong record, incredible performance by both Punch and Nick Grant. They really complement each other well. And so excited to see how it does. But damn, this is it's gonna be hard this week because I think, we're gonna hear some more and it's gonna make it hard to rank. But this is gonna be one of the top ones for me.
Dope review, both of y'all. So I too think that the first thing was amazing about this record when I heard it. I was like, it's 2026, and we still can talk about the same subject matters we've been talking about for days, and it still makes sense because we still have, if you got some brothers who are still living foul, right, or sisters living foul, or just doing the same repetitive, stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? It's still relevant. So for them to take this back to a statement that was probably made in the 80s, 90s, and it's still in 2026, and the title of the same song I thought was brilliant. And then, like you said, they both got off like deep into their bag. So dope record, dope concept. Title meant everything, and they stuck to it. So I look forward to seeing this doing some good numbers also too. And like you all, I hope that he can do a visual to this and some playfulness off the 1-2 with him and him punching Nick in in a couple different cities or something like that, doing some funness, but just showing that it's the same shit, different day.
Let's see.
Next up, Nick has a song with BJ, the Chicago Kid, called "Back Up."
Click clack. Nigga, you better back up. Every time I come around, they tryna put a nigga down. It's all love, cause you know I'm gon' get back up. I'm from where they spraying browns, dirty cop patrolling town. Ain't no hoe in me, you better call for backup. I ran the summer, even winters, pushing big body Benzes. When I come through your hood, you better back up. See, this why I don't fuck with niggas. Hit your crib, wet them bricks. You resisting, they gon' have your kids tied up. You tell them yes, you got a friend for life. You tell them no, they act like you ain't changed their life. All this big business, they think I'm ready to die. The ghost behind they flow, shit get sanctified. I father they style, the baby may be mine. Was dangerous on these mics, remember the time? I can't believe this my life. Niggas hate it, now they dying just to get my advice. All the mixy hoes telling me my shit sound right. She reaching just to make a point like disco night. She fucked the nigga so good I almost missed my flight. I made her eyes roll back like a discount price. Yeah, quit talking to me in the club. You don't see these hoes? I can't even hear you niggas with the music on. Was dead broke, man, somebody give your dog a bone. Little Caesars was the closest thing I got to Rome. Every time I come around, they tryna put a nigga down. It's all love, cause you know I'm gon' get back up. I'm from where they spraying rounds, dirty cop patrolling town. Ain't no hoe in me, you better call for backup. I ran the summer, even winters, pushing big body Benzes. When I come through your hood, you better back up. See, this why I don't fuck with niggas. Hit your crib, wet them bricks. You resisting, they gon' have your kids.
I always bounce back again, cause ain't no stopping the plan. Even if I wanted to, I'm always back in the land to get that feeling again. Feeling like I'm finna do everything that I've been sent to do. Take everything that's been given, flip it, make it, plan it for. Get it for, 100 for, so powerful. It could crack and I'll make a hole. Make a door, no anymore. Can't forget about the ones that ain't naked and yellow. Yeah, the songs, the roses. And can't forget the poses.
Back up. Talk about it, FBI.
So I was vibing with the song. I don't like BJ, the Chicago Kid, on there though.
Mm.
That one didn't hit it for me. I like him. I've heard other records from him specifically that I like. I didn't like him on here. I could, however, hear Corday as a feature on this. I think if Corday was a feature on this record, you know what I'm
That's a
saying?
Maryland. That's a home team pick right there. Okay.
Yeah, I love Corday. Like, he's the illest. Where he at? You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So I think the song for me is definitely the bottom half. Um, I feel like this song has, and this is my fan opinion. Remind everyone I'm not a critic. Um, I feel like this song has like all the things you need in a song, but I feel like some of the other records I've heard from Nick so far today push him more. You know what I mean? Like, this almost seems like this song was easy to make, you know. So it didn't like grab me. Like the beat, I like it generally. I don't dislike it, but I don't love it. That's my take.
So I thought this was I thought the record was decent. I am going to disagree with you on one thing. I actually like BJ. on the record. I think he actually brings a little something to pull the record up a notch. I don't know if I would have gave it a decent rating had BJ not been on there, but I think the way he kind of comes on and the way he mixes with the production, it made it sound a little bit different for me. Again, not the strongest record on of all of these features. I think it's going to end up in the bottom half. I also am looking at just what the data is telling me, and for whatever reason with Nick, and maybe it's to your point that you said earlier that it's just whatever the good song is. When he has notable features, it seems like the notable features tend to rank a bit lower. And so seeing that BJ has some notoriety, I'm going to say that this is going to follow the same trend, and it's not going to produce as well as some of the records with someone who doesn't have as much notoriety as BJ does.
Good opinions. I'm a ride with Felicia on the opinion that for me, because it started off to me immediately, I thought about a church song where the vibe was taking me. And then Nick came in and he took it out of the church and put it back into the hip hop lane for me. And of course, he's playing off of the backup that the young lady, whomever that sample is from, or whoever that is saying that. And then I felt that BJ shouldn't have came in singing because the singing was already taken care of and it was all already the church. So I felt if somebody like I would have got somebody like a Redman or somebody to come tap on that with him, and really give that boom bap to him. You know what I'm saying, with the energy. I thought would be phenomenal. But also too, I just felt that the singing wasn't needed on that. Now, to me, it doesn't sound bad. I'm not mad at it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at BJ for doing what he did on it, but I just felt to push it to another level because the singing was already taken care of by the backup sample part of it. That he should have came in rapping and getting busy. So, but cool record nonetheless. Nothing to hate on it. Again, Nick shines like crazy on it. Again, BJ is not bad on it at all. You know what I mean? So I'm still gonna play this record for sure. But I would have loved to hear somebody like a Redman or somebody like that on this track with him. Next up, Price Tag. Now this one right here is interesting because when I just looked at the title and then seen Westside Gunn and Young Chris along with Nick Grant, I was like, wow, what a combination. Philly, Buffalo, and South Carolina. So let's see what they got to say.
Hey yo. Hey yo. Hey yo. Hate to sin, love the sinner. Whoever dropped the duffel bag off to the dealer. Came back after 3 months looking richer. Cut shots, now we got a zipper. 4 in the morning backing up with Patricia. Off the same plate I ate my dinner. They brought their pipe with the Brillo. Coke spot, politic ditto. Drive by strawberry Enzo. Leathers with the lion head Kenzo. Threw him off the roof, he landed on the windshield. Got the praise from all the addicts. Soon as I try the shit automatic. If you wouldn't kill for me, don't hold my casket. She keep asking how I shoot if it's plastic. 32 shots, run the max in. Free. Nothing in this world is nothing free. Baby, you better believe it.
Yeah, pardon my bravado, semi-auto busting flow, my life's a novel. Storybook ending, haters' faces twisted like Picasso. Paintings on walls, hood legends, immortal stars. Paper chasing, got a lawyer for killers that raise the bar. Michael Corleone, Rolleon, Sierra Leone. Loyalty is everything, never speak about what was shown. All that screaming, you the GOAT, boy, I'm telling you, watch your tone. Worth more dead than alive, murder's exposure for your motto. Fresh out of spread, breakfast in bed, sex with the head, John Wilkes in his booth. Like my president's dead, not the killer, I just know a few. Watching out the project window, yet I'm more thorough than you. That's the truth, nigga. Wanna hide it from a nigga, put it in writing. I never trust the label head, they quick to lose their excitement. Forever standing on my own, but yet I'm crippled by vices. Loyalty is hard to teach, like a bitch with no guidance. I feel you, I can smell the envy on you. Ye beware of the gods, this is food for your pride. Hope that EBT don't decline. I'm feeling like Pac, get some money and go to war. See, I never talk, but when I do talk, it hurts your core.
Free, nothing in this world is nothing, nothing free. Baby, you better believe it. Free. Nothing in this world is nothing, nothing. Baby, you better believe it. Free.
Better believe it, I'm moving strategic. L at the L, had to lose it to keep it. Man, the society knows no secret. Figured it out. Gatekeepers won't teach it, they hating. I people, they hate for no reason. Beating the eyes don't make it no even. Niggas too seasoned, every 4 seasons. Hit this quarter, I'm really the reason. I can't believe them niggas is dead wrong, leading the fed zone. Hades, baby, bowling like 77 VJS cone. Smelling like Baccarat. Hella bands, turn rubber bands to Aquanauts. Bucket hat match the Prada socks. Off from selling that Haagen-Dazs and Wakata. Numb to all the pain, even when my father died. Still it's bottled up inside. A nigga had too much pride to cry. Too much pride when we ain't have it. Found some guys that front and back and build a business, selling the mess to even the classes. Niggas ain't average. Top town, Porsche Carrera, Cinema Herschel, horse and carriage. Killers to them since I was a teen. Young niggas went surviving the era. Can't compare us. Only competition when I look in the mirror. Roll until we complete the mission. Closest got me keeping the distance. I'm trying to kick his addiction. Auntie let me flip a prescription. Out trying not to get a conviction. Hustling so I don't get an eviction. Praying one day we get in the pill and they let my dog out the prison. Don't make the wrong decision. The price of living ain't free.
Free, nothing in this world is nothing, nothing free.
Nothing in this world is free.
Believe it.
Nice record. I truthfully been waiting on Young Chris. Truly a fan of his in his state property days. I've had plenty of arguments with people from Philadelphia about Young Chris is the GOAT and Jay-Z stole everything about his style and his cadence and his lyrics, and that's why Young Chris didn't get his fair take. So I was happy to hear him on this track. It was a surprise to me. Love how he came in on a different cadence and then slowed it up a little bit and then got back to that cadence. Thought Nick did his thing. West Side Gun is a treat. So I thought this is a nice collabo record. I wish the beat was a little bit more aggressive with them three being on it. So I could have heard a little bit more than just the mellow. I'm not a weed smoker, so this is definitely seems like a weed smoker treat record because it's definitely going to put you in a place to think and vibe out. But I like the record.
Collaboration wise, man, I think they're all in the pocket. Again, I would have liked a little bit more from the production, but as far as pairing, Nick up with West Side Gun and of course Young Chris, I thought it was phenomenal. It just seemed like almost like they were a group, and so I think anytime you get that type of just chemistry is something special. But I would like to see them try this again, but over a different type of production.
Yeah.
Where this will fall,
Yeah.
I think this will end up being just because you got some notoriety and they tend to be more ravenous fan bases. I think this may end up in the top half of songs. Where it lands, I'm not too sure yet. I'll know by the end of the show. But I think lyrically, great outing for all three. I just wish I would have seen a little bit more from the production.
I like the song. Definitely love West Side Gun. Young Chris, not so much for me.
Stop playing.
All right.
You're going to make me fight these Philly people, man.
Yeah, I don't know. It just
no bad about Young Chris, man. Young Gutter.
it just didn't it didn't grab me. You know what I mean? Like I felt like the record was good. It's not the type of record that I would go back to though and be like, oh
Mm,
man, let me play this again. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I don't have any critiques of the record. So
mm.
I didn't love Young Chris, loved West Side Gun, loved Nick. The bars were there.
Well, I,
Yeah.
I'm gonna challenge you to, and next week we'll just actually really quick on this. I'm gonna challenge you to go back and listen to what he said again. He literally he compacted some things in, and he's been off the scene for a minute. But just check him out again. He was telling the story.
Okay, I don't think that is gonna make me feel a different kind of way if he's telling the story. I
But
mean,
but
because
but still though, you know what I mean. I'm with you though. You know what I mean. And with KJ, I think um, the beat was just too relaxed for these three top spitters.
yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Um, like, and when I just close my eyes and think about what I just heard, like nothing, like I can't recall anything specific, and so that's
Right.
also how
Right.
I know like how I feel about a record. Cause can I think back to a bar? Was the hook memorable? Did I hear something on the slide that was like, oh shit, you know?
Yeah. I think you
So
gotta go
I
back and
didn't get
listen to
that.
it.
Yeah,
You
I
gotta go
didn't
back
get
and
that.
listen to it. That's gonna be the number one record right there. I'm saying it here first. I'm challenging it. I've set the tone. I know you are the barometer that we're gauging ourselves by right now. You know what I mean? But that right there is gonna be the number one record of all of these features,
You
guaranteed.
think that? I mean,
Yeah,
fan aside,
I'm telling you,
I
with
mean,
I think those two features right there get it. And then I'm telling you,
get it.
Chris has a really deep fan base that has been waiting
Are
on him to make his rise back post Rockefeller.
are you the president of the Young Chris fan club?
Well, every week when I get compliments and I give perspective of people, you create that I am the president of their fan club. So I will tell you this: I am the president of getting people their flowers. And yes, I'm gonna give Young Chris his flowers as a dope young Philly spitter. And I'm gonna give him his flowers on that track right there too. That's why I said you should go back and listen to what he's saying again too, because he has something. He's saying something. It's a message in that. Now, whether you care about his story is whether you care about the message. But that's going to be the number one track. It is what it is.
Money.
Price tag.
If you are the president of the fan club, it is okay. Like I'm not saying it for you to like back away. Cause look,
I'm the
when I'm
I'm the
the
president of
president of
giving
the
brothers
fan
their
club,
flowers, man. I'm the
when I'm the
president of
president
giving
of
flowers.
the fan club, you gonna know it. Cause I'm gonna be like, yo, I don't give a, you know what I'm saying? So okay,
I'm
I
the
mean,
president, no homo, of giving niggas their flowers, man. It's hard out here. It is hard. It is hard for some people that have dope careers behind the scenes and know that they are bona fide pit bull and just ain't really shy. Now some of that being because they can't, control themselves and they make bad decisions at the wrong times when they have, people about to invest millions of dollars into your craft and then you go do something dumb that jeopardizes that, right? So yeah, you play with your money, people's not gonna you play with other people's money, they're not gonna really be, as quick to invest a house in you. But again, I'm bearing flowers, FBI. I'm not bearing fan clubs, you know what I'm
was that a bar? All right.
saying? Next song.
Wait a minute.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Oh wait, did we all give our? Okay, yeah, I think we did. My bad.
Yeah. All right, next song is called Razor Ramon. And this is interesting because two other people that I haven't heard in a while, well, Sci-Hi had, but Ransom and Sci-Hi. Was looking forward after seeing this title to say, okay, what is this doing now? If everybody knows, Sci-Hi is a prolific writer, so I was definitely waiting to hear him and see what he would do here. But let's get into it.
my bullshit. Yes, sir. Like a crooked pastor in the pulpit. Or when Dr. Umar ran off with the money that he was supposed to build a school with. And the tool fit right inside the waistband. The 40 got a mule kit. Cause I was serving ethanol, I just bought a fuel kit. Stuff the chicken, this is Ruth Chris. Truth is I do miss running from the Red Dogs. Cause my niggas had the blue pit. With the mixtape cover on the squares like a clue disc. I'm out of town with the Who Kid to my new hit. Took over the radio. I'm J-Rock, I holla deuces. I'm rolling loud backstage at the concert. You hear the sound of my acoustics like the flow leave most deaf, Yasin Bey. Especially when the harp and guitar start to play. I'm booked up like I ain't got no hearts in spades. And if you charge the stage, I carve your face as if I was a French chef. I'm talking garde-manger. Cause the color of the oyster is Chardonnay. My haters gotta admire me from 4 cars away. Hey, why don't they just walk away? It's hard to say what's going on, go ask Marvin Gaye. You gon' make me go oops upside your head. I had to draw it in a minute, but I ride with lead. And my clipboard like driver's ed. Ain't got nothing to live for, so you died instead. And since I was knee high like Roger Craig, I've been the truth. I ain't never even lied in bed. I'm back on my bullshit.
I remember the times when all our names would be linked to the drama. Remember, I'm glad that time has changed, but it ain't never make sense to judge a man if you don't strengthen your honor. Never did. Helped me define my pain, watching these eyes when the crowd sings hotter than 3 mix in a sauna. I see y'all niggas. Haters inside your brain, rocket the size of a Yao Ming to put a big chick in your armor. Blah. And over time, these games became bleeding the war. Even a score, you can't sink a piranha. Nah, it's either eaten or alive. We don't believe in your pride. You see that we have arrived, so you think of Nirvana. Blow out your breath. And even though we thinking the same, it's just fruits that's low hanging. Produce the throat strangling, increase the murder music. They reach and further use it. And when it's done, you either deceased or persecuted. I'm from the slums, and that's why the speech is therapeutic. I breathe life. And the street corner niggas who squeeze dice. Gambling each night. Scrambling sweet white to the cameras on street lights. Racing against death, check your stamina each night. The man who was once one can handle defeat twice. The damage was once done, but he managed to reach heights that never been once done. Take for granted what he writes. Take it in vain, but still jot the words to increase sight. Just stay with
Hey yo, I'm back up on my bullshit. You know, like, on these mics I can't lose pip. You know the pistol got a full grip. I never do miss, cause I was in the cold training like a blues riff. Yo, playing with the flow, I get the mopping shit. Bigger than the competition, they know who the Wallace is. We with all the beefing, if you say some shit you condiment. Drive-bys in the 911, get your tower hit. Devil in the details, bare-faced robberies. Face it, they gon' change on you like a young college. And honestly, keep the game iron with the politics. Ball hard, strutting out the court like pocking them. Smoke whoever next like Bishop did Rodimus. Bleeding through these words like a nigga tatting Bible scriptures. I got my hand on my heart, red fox and niggas. Life is Nirvana, but don't rock with niggas. I feel like every pyramid, I should aim at your nose. Winning streak been so long, got the stain in commode. Always in my lane, ho, let's get this thing on the road. It was the pen or have the game in the Razor Ramon for show. Oh no, I never was on rapper time. Nigga, I'm a mastermind, fly it in the maggot mind. Shaking hands with the hands of time. And my bitch no fool, she's the baddest vibe. Body stupid, baby, yeah, asinine. Yeah, nigga had a style before you niggas had a style. Yeah, I'm married to the money, but I'm just a bastard child. Carolina baby wears more than murder half the time. Only one ruler, so they asking for your casket size. Pull up on the bitch bump or something like a traffic pile. From the dirty, I don't clean it up and I don't ask for towels. All this rap shit is staged, niggas need their cap and gown. Ain't this shit at any rapper, bang bang rapid fire. Put careers on the shirt and get a nigga advertised. I was putting down game before the game was glamorized. Keep my guard up so these pussy niggas have to foul. Lyrically, I'm crashing out. Life is good, I have to smile, bitch.
It's Razor Ramon.
Now, I'm sure I'm probably the only one here who didn't know who or what Razor Ramon was referring to. For any viewers out there, Razor Ramon, the iconic persona of WWE Hall of Famer Scott Hall, was a masterclass in character work, blending Scarface-inspired swagger, seamless in-ring agility, and a cool bad guy aura. He revolutionized 90s wrestling and remains one of the most naturally charismatic performers in industry history.
Thanks for that. And also to just let everyone know that Cy Hyde went first, Ransom went second, and then Nick Grant finished it out.
Yep. Yep. Um, my take is quick. I really like the record. Um, yeah, I like it. I like it. Some bars in there. That's it. That's all I got.
Yeah, this is one of those ones that it's gonna be hard because this backdoors what we the performance that we just saw by Westside Gun, Young Chris, and Nick. I think that when he is on the record with other spitters, the game just steps up. So this is almost a master class, I feel like, in lyricism when you're really breaking down the bars and what they're saying, even the concept of the record. I like the production a little bit more than Price Tag for this one. I think this will end up outranking Price Tag. I know that Chuck has Price Tag probably going number one, but I think this is gonna slide it to the side just because I think this is a overall better record. Where it finishes, I'm not sure yet, but strong performance by all of these guys, man. It's just you don't get to hear this as much, and I'll keep saying that they all sound different based on where we are in music today, and so it's really refreshing, and so job well done. We'll see where they rank.
Sweet. So again, I like that. I just producers do have a skill set, and I think that really good producers know how to bring energy as needed for tracks to make great lyrics or great artists with great lyrics stand out. So although I do like this, I'm still like I wish he would have gotten a couple of good producers to really, and not disrespecting none of these producers on here, but just to really get aggressive with some of these beats for these lyricists. So therefore, you could have really had them sparring in the gym. Dope record. I thought Sahai and Ransom both killed it. It was comical to me, some of the shit that they were saying, and not that they were disrespecting nobody, but just how they were tagging it up and just laying it off. You know what I mean? It was great MCing, and I think it's a cool record. No, dope record, not cool. I think it's a dope record. Last one is called Dope Bitch with Nick Grant featuring Damo. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah. Nigga talk slick with us, I get you hit up. More them niggas hated on me, I got richer. Swipe up your bitch, you think my style tender. She sticking to this magic shit, Luau Cinder. Call the cops again, shots for square niggas trying to box them in. Fresh about the south, you know what I'm about. Well received, got bitches running routes again. Please, they hating but she thicker than attention. Classy, but she gets a robbing and some Fenty. Need a bankroll if you want the whole submissive. Cash car scam, big bag, girl I get it. Dope bitch.
Ooh, you never knew what motion is till you ran into this type of bitch. Know that she the dopest, she the dopest. Oh, can't even put no price on this. These niggas know what time it is. That's cause she the dopest, she the dopest.
Yeah,
oh.
Stepping like a murder, got that white all on her toes. She don't see no broke bitch, white out on them hoes. Yeah. Better spend some paper if I want it to be mine. Doing hair, baby shit, dope, same time. Right. Baby girl, you pressure, but you got no gang ties. Fuck her and don't take a break, make her tap by. Yeah. She gon' need a time out like the Fab Five. You ain't seeing me, but you see it, that's fine. Got a dope bitch.
Ooh, you never knew what motion is till you ran into this type of bitch. Know that she the dopest, she the dopest. Oh, can't even put no price on this. These niggas know what time it is. That's cause she the dopest, she the dopest. Oh,
Yeah. What you say, KJ? Lead it off.
I like that one. I mean, I felt like maybe it's the R&B vibes, but I felt like Domo did a fantastic job giving us a little different flair, if you will. Nick does what Nick does. I haven't heard a bad record from him. He's a really good rapper, and I feel like one of his hangups will be that he's such a good rapper, finding moments to make songs. And this is one of those records I feel like is closer to being an overall song that could potentially have mass appeal. So I feel like this is a really good collaboration. I think this is going to end up in the top half. Again, looking at his numbers, it seems like when there's a lesser known feature, then those tend to rank. And so this may end up knocking out the other features that are more notable. But enjoyed this record.
FBI.
Yo, I don't know why, but I didn't like the singing on here. I feel like I'm striking out on all the singing. Like all I don't know why. And I listen to a lot of singing motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of weird. But I thought the record was cool. Um it was cool. It wasn't bad. It wasn't what I'm going back to though either. Um yeah, that was it. That's my take.
All right. I'll finish it off with another cool record. Um, Nick definitely has something to say. Uh, that was a little quicker. He was in and out quick on that one. Song was like a little less than 2 minutes there. I actually kind of like was cool with the off key, a little bit singing. Uh, Added a nice little flair. Um, I think it was a cool record. I think it was a dope record. Nothing bad to say about it. And that concludes the features on Nick Cannon, Nick Grant's album Smile.
Nick Grant, if you are watching this, I know your name. Okay, just want you to know that.
Shit, I would like to get confused with Nick Cannon. Goddamn it, as much star power as he has, and abilities to have 15 baby mamas and everybody get along, ton of motherfucking money. Hey, Nick Grant, that ain't a bad mix up right there, brother. I was trying to give you some kudos. So hopefully you got a harem and a lot of other business endeavors on the way, and some talk shows and some podcasts and all of the things in the Nick Cannon universe that he has. You know what I'm saying? He's a dope brother. You're a dope brother. So I wish you well, good brother. And again, that's just giving you flowers because FBI loves to give presidents. She's tough on
Hey, that's
it.
well said, Chuck. Hey, so look, if you're watching right now, look, studio.thefeatureeffect.com. Lock in your votes for which features you think are going to rank the highest. You can compete against us every week. See if you can dethrone the queen herself, FBI. Chuck is coming back, and I'm struggling. So if you put in your votes today, there's a really good likelihood that you're gonna beat my ass. So all to the good. We got to take a second to just say I thought this was a really, really strong showing of features, and I felt like every feature it provided something that led me to ask a question about the artist. What did you guys think overall for the pairing of features?
Well, I'll just jump in real quick. First off, kudos to the feature effect because out of 10 songs, he had 6 features. So 6 of his 10, he was like, yo, I'm going to add some splice and add some others to assist me in delivering my 10-song album. So I thought that, you know what I'm saying, lens opens the lens back into what, we're all about. What we're saying is that, features really do make or speed things up or just give you a different look on, your project. So in this case, greater than 50%. It was at 60%, and I think they definitely added. I mean, when you're a rapper like Nick, I think features help too because it just adds a different cadence, a different sound because he definitely got bars. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. He don't switch his flow a lot. So by keeping the same cadence with his dope ass pen, I think it definitely helps him to have the features. You know what I mean? And it keeps us interested in the records. Um, just in closing out on the project in total, I would say, and again, I don't know what his budget was, and I know that sometimes these very energetic producers are charging an arm and a damn leg. You know what I'm saying? But I just, I just wish he could have got a one or two tracks from some of them producers that are absolutely jamming. You know what I'm saying? And know how to, help assist, cause they definitely add to a project like no other. But dope project, Nick, and I look forward to seeing what it's gonna do in the space now that Drake is. I ain't gonna say he's slowing down or calming down, but now that people are cool with turning to other artists right now to see what they had coming out. You know what I mean? So hopefully he gets his run. I think he has a perfect voice though for like some voiceover work. He should be in LA doing some other shit to get his brand out to help him because like Felicia said, articulate as fuck, can understand every word he said. You ain't got to go back and hit rewind at all. He said it, he meant it because you heard it the first time. I'm not gonna say education is high in his family because I don't know him, but it seems like his mother them assisted in making sure that he pronunciated his words, and he probably had some great teachers at school too that assisted with that. But I think the brother is talented, man, and I look forward to hearing more of him, and then hopefully he gets into some other spaces to allow his voice to be heard.
Um, so I thought overall, like super solid. Um, the feature effect moment that stands out to me is definitely Punch. That's someone who I hadn't heard before that I know I'm gonna go and listen to later this week. So I think that was good. I feel like sometimes when you have an artist that's like a true artist, somebody that's a great writer, I feel like them getting to the next level is all about strategy, right?
Mm.
And Same Song is a dope record, and Punch is dope on that record. But I think what would take that record to the next level is also a larger feature. Now, Nick did what I refer to in my book as, you can feature up, you can feature across, right? So there's a lot of across activity, people that are at Nick Grant's level, right? Or kind of close. And so just when you think about what that song is about, it's a good number of people that could probably get on that song that would help it to get more exposure. Um, Another thing that came to mind while listening to this record, I didn't look at to see who the producers were, but probably especially with the West Side Gun record, um, I would love to hear Nick Grant with Static Selector. He's one of my favorite producers. I just feel like he just a lot of his records I don't know, I just really like them. So I think that's also something to think about. Um, but yeah, overall, I would probably love to hear him with some other singers though. Um, you know, Isaiah Hiran, El Hay. Like I mean, it's a ton of like R&B, male R&B singers that are at his level or even like maybe a little bit under him that I think kind of to me would just bring a more now vibe. Um, that's just my opinion, but yeah.
So as we zoom out, we always try to ask a big question for the projects that we've ranked. And so this week's question is, if you could build this artist's next project, what three artists are you calling on first?
Hmm.
Ooh, put the
Good
pressure on
question.
KJ.
Good question. So I'm going. I'm going. I'm gonna give one of these artists a producer. So I'm going Hit Boy. I know you said Static, but I think he falls in Hit Boy's wheelhouse all the
Mm,
way.
mm.
So I'm gonna go Hit Boy as one of his features. um, Again, just as a throwback, I know he's old, but I definitely heard Redman on a record with him. So I'm gonna do a throwback with Redman, number two, and then I'm gonna go a little left because I want to see him in that, and I'm not gonna call it the top 40 lane, but I want to see him because he can do it and he, you know what I'm saying, has the skill set. I want to see him with like a LMA. I want to see him with a feature like that that's gonna you be like, oh shit, and then he gets to talk that shit when a real, you know what I'm saying, current singer is on her shit. You know what I mean? So those would be my three. Boy, a Hit Boy, you know what I'm saying, for some production. Old school Red Man for the energy. Fuck around and throw meth in there too if you want to. But then definitely like a LMI to finish it out.
Um, so that's a big question that I probably would have had to like really think about. So I'm gonna put together. Uh,
Hey, you can't keep next week answering questions and stuff. This is part of what we do here. You feel me?
I have to think about it though. Like I am a
Exactly.
deep thinker. You know this.
That is true. But I need you to get out of your element for a minute and come over here with us.
So you gonna give that to us next week? Give
No,
us
no,
one
no,
this
no,
week.
no, no. I'm going to just remix it a little bit. So I'm gonna.
Okay.
I agree with Chop Shop that Hit Boy and Nick Grant would be dope.
Correct.
That's that's easy. Um, I mentioned Corday, so I would like to see him and Corday on a record. Um, and then for the third, I'm just feeling like a feature moment with a female. I'd like to hear him on a record with a woman. I don't know what that would sound like. I don't know what the vibe is. I don't know what his vibe is like. Y'all was joking on me last week when I was like, "Dag, is Drake? Will Drake get in love?" And you know what I'm saying. But like, when I listen to rappers, like I like to hear all the different sides. So like, is there a record that like as a woman I'm gonna be like, "Oh, that's so nice," or whatever. So I would say I would like to hear him, sparring with a woman, um, preferably a singer. I don't know about sparring with a female rapper that I'm not necessarily feeling, but it could just be because of who or what I think he is. So I don't know. But those are the three things that I would like to see. What about you, KJ?
I want to see him reach for something different. And again, I think Chuck spoke to this a little bit, not going for a top 40 lane, but get stepping out of his comfort zone. And so we know that he can rap. And so now it's about making songs, making moments. And so for me, I would love to see him collaborate with a Tizo touchdown. I want to see what that sounds like. You have real abstract versus your normal just lyrical guy, right? I would love to see him paired up production wise with maybe a Mike Dean, even maybe a Metro Boomin, just something a little bit different that is out of his wheelhouse. And then for on the female side of the R&B vocals, I think he lacks that ability for the women. Like I didn't hear really anything that the ladies could listen to, and so I feel like a Victoria Monet would be interesting. Of course, to me, the secret sauce. Now, this is reaching up, right? This is featuring up, but I would love to see what him and SZA would sound like.
Mm,
because I love all of her work that she does with Kendrick, and Kendrick is a very lyrical guy. I think one of the goats, and so I think you have to kind of follow some of those blueprints and make some moments for the ladies. That's the only thing I feel like at this point this project was lacking. So making it a little bit more accessible for women to listen to, but he can rap his ass off.
Oh man, that's SZA. That's a good one. He get a record with SZA. You know what time it
Out of
is.
there, out of there.
What time is it?
You know what? I'm done with you. I'm done with you.
Shout out to
Um,
Lil
Now,
Grant. Shout out to budgets too. We got to remember that artists probably have wish lists, and then they have budgets that say this is your list. You know what I mean? And a lot of people are not easy to work with, unfortunately. And sometimes it's the artist directly, or sometimes it's just the politics of their camp. And their camp just requires, demands, or just shuts things down before they can get started. So I do hope that we could get back to the days where there is more swapping going out and we do catch more collaborations that surprise us. We're like, oh, I never thought these two would be working together. And it's and we're driving the culture forward based off of those, and not based off the politics that it is, or who can afford who and things of that nature. So
now there may be a solution to that, and that kind of brings us into our final conversation. I want to share something with you guys where there's a deal between Spotify and Universal. And so I'm just going to share real quick. I'm going to read just the first two paragraphs. Now, Spotify and Universal Music Group today announced a landmark recorded music and music publishing licensing agreements, enabling Spotify to launch a tool allowing fans to create covers and remixes of their favorite songs from participating artists and songwriters. The groundbreaking tool will be powered by generative AI technology that will open up additional revenue streams and new ways to drive discovery. It introduces a creation model where artists and songwriters can directly share in the value generated through AI driven licensed covers and remixes on the Spotify platform. And so we were just speaking, Chuck, you were just talking about the budgets. So I just want to open it up to you guys. When you hear that, how do you feel about it?
man, so just off the top, by just knowing just a little, not a lot, just knowing just a little, as an insider, you still can't touch it. An outsider can, but an insider can't. You got to go to the source, because if somebody you just covering them and they gonna have smoke with you. They camp gonna give you a call. Hey man, listen, we ain't cool with that. Although you got a license from Spotify them to run with it, but because you on the inside, you on Grand Hustle, you supposed to give a call out to TDE. You supposed to have this conversation. We supposed to make this shit work. We're gonna be coming for a little bit of a fee. We need all of that. This shit there for free. We don't like that. Only only time it'll work is if you do that and that bitch is all the way jamming and they just love it because it's making everybody look good right now. They say, hey, listen, this, we're gonna pop in with you and do a record, or we're gonna redo it and just make it live together. But I just think internally artists are gonna still have a problem with that because people's camps still gonna call it out like, bro, we ain't with that. Don't do that. My opinion. I could be wrong, and hopefully I am.
You
FBI,
know,
what say you?
there's a phrase. It's called AI slop. Okay. It's everything that not everything, but you get AI slop because you have all this AI powered tools and people can just create anything and go anywhere and whatever. When I saw this press release, I did not like it. I did not like it for several reasons. Number one, I feel like they just put AI powered in there just to say AI powered. Right, because what part of fans remixing and covering a record of an artist that's signed is AI powered. Now, not to say it can't be, but like the AI is not the star of the show, right? We're talking about music at the end of the day. So the star should be the music. Number two, I didn't like it because just because we can do something doesn't mean we should do it. And I could imagine tons of artists who don't want people to just start covering and remixing their music at that type of rate, right? Like you can
Right.
cover and remix now and distribute it on whatever platforms allow you to, and you can get a cover license and do all of the things. But if they trying to put gas behind it and put AI behind it, so maybe it's a fan who don't even know how to rap, write, or sing, and now you're using AI to imagine some cover, and like I just know that a famous, iconic musician once said that artists are sensitive about their shit. So if anybody thinks that some of the best artists are not gonna feel a way about random people covering their song and remixing their song and it getting gas behind it because it's part of this deal, like I just think that's kind of crazy. And I think that there are so many other things that could be done. And then who's gonna listen to all of these records? Right? Like that's the other question. Who's gonna listen to these records? Like, I don't know.
So I gotta disagree with you both. We're in a new era. It's a new age, and this is coming. This is gonna happen whether you want it to or not. I think that they have seen the same thing that I have seen, which is fans turning in some of your like I saw the Big Pimpin' flipped as if it was sung by a Motown group. When you start bending just the time and the eras, you come up with some really creative things. So I just think that we're in that point in time, and if it's done by a fan, I feel like it's very different. And so, what if a fan said, "Hey, I'm going to put Nick Grant and Tizo Touchdown on a record," and that record ends up taking off, right? And so, there's already people covering. There's people who butcher cover songs on YouTube. And nobody listens to those. It's the same exact thing. And so I just think that we got to embrace the technology. I think it's going to create some moments and some opportunities. The spoils are going to go to those who learn how to utilize the technology. Again, this is just open to fans right now, but I feel like you're going to have some super fan creators who really change the trajectory of music. Will you have some AI slop? Absolutely. You're going to have that. But I think you're going to get some magical moments because this allows those things that were just in our mind to be able to happen. And so, in sports conversations, a lot of times we're limited by eras. Like we want to know what would LeBron have looked like against Wilt. This changes that in music because now you can actually see where everybody lines up. Is it a hit? Is it not? You can get to see those moments.
So what is different about it though? Right? Like artists are already covering, people are already flipping records. So what's new about it?
The difference is now I can take a Prince song, right, which contingent on if his estate allows his voice to be utilized. What if Prince, right, the voice of Prince was singing a Drake song? What does that look like? Or vice versa. What does it sound like if Drake is covering Purple Rain? We don't know. But these are different things that it opens up the creativity. You're able to mash up and do different things. That's what it's about. It's not about, even though once you put art in the world, art is subjective. And so you're putting that art out there to be consumed. I don't think anybody puts their art out there not to be touched and just to be viewed. And so you got to respect that if you're putting the art out there, whether it's a DJ chopping it up and sampling it like in the 80s, or now being in 2026, an AI cover taking place with your voice on it is going to happen. And that's just one of the byproducts of putting out the art.
But what's different? Like, I'm still trying to understand, like, what's new about what they're saying. Because if,
You will be
like, everything that you're saying, people have already done or could do.
not
Any,
legally, not
okay,
legally,
so
and not with revenue going back to that artist. The big fight for the artist has been, if I'm Drake and I have built up my likeness, or I'm Will I Am, I'm whoever, and I built up my likeness, and somebody stealing my voice and being able to cover a song, right? This now allows any cover that's made is going right to them. So if it blows up and you're using their voice, the artist still benefits. And so
what if the artist doesn't like what if the artist doesn't have the rights to yay or nay this?
They don't.
But the label
They
does.
don't. They don't. Via that agreement.
And they don't want it. Now what?
Correct.
and they
That's
don't
why-
want, but
that's
but
why
they
it's gonna be flat. It's gonna be some people.
that's the contract, right? So they didn't, if the label wants to put your record behind the newest, flip-flops and sync it that way, they could do that, correct? You may not agree, but it's what the rights holder is able to do. And so that comes into another conversation about ownership, but what the artist thinks after they sign that agreement, it really doesn't matter. I know it sounds crazy, but it doesn't matter. And you're putting the art into the world. People are going to tinker with it. There's going to be some 12-year-old that is messing around with Fruity Loops and Pro Tools, and he's going to start messing with Suno, and he's going to flip it out. And it's going to mean something different
I have
than it
another
does to
question.
us.
So 100,000 fans go in on these records.
Yeah.
How's the best one gonna get discovered?
It's going to rise to the top. I was just, it's going
It's
to rise
gonna
to the
rise to
top.
the top. Do you know that there
Yeah,
are
so-
hit records? Wait, do you know there are hit records on streaming services right now that have not been discovered? What do you mean it's gonna
I
rise?
understand that,
We
but
got
I've seen this in action. So
100,000 records every single day, and it's gonna add 206,000 records every day. And you telling me that it's gonna rise to the top?
there are multiple AI records right now that people don't even realize are AI. That they are just good songs and you didn't realize it. So it's already happening. Like this doesn't change anything. Like if anything, it democratizes the hit song. It's gonna be what people get behind.
Kevin, you got hit records that the world has never heard before. You have hit records. See, the people watching this, they don't know. You got hit records in every motherfucking genre. Okay? The cream don't always rise to the top in music. It just don't.
So what does? It's not gonna be who that, because if the fans are driving it, this is what's unique about it, is that this is not a creator. This is not the artist. This is a fan produced thing. So they're allowing fans and super fans to do these remixes. What did Drake just do? Did they pick a single? What are they doing? They're allowing the fans to dictate what they push the button on.
Had that conversation with Erica Badu and then call me back.
Damn. Damn. I think he rather call Tyrone.
Well, that's a great discussion. I appreciate y'all feedback on that. This has been the ranking powered by the Feature Effect. We got to get the book, The Feature Effect. Make sure if you're an artist, if you're a future mogul, future executive, it's a must read as well. Make sure you're following us on all the socials. Make sure that you hit up studio.thefeatureeffect.com and put in your votes for this week's Nick Grant records and see if you can beat any of us. What did I miss? I had to miss something.
What did I miss?
You caught it. You caught it. There we go.
It's been real, fellas.
Absolutely.
Chuck, final word.
Final words. Great show. Good album, Nick Grant. Look forward to hearing more from you. Get out to LA, get some voiceover work done. Let's push that voice and get some other streams coming throughout your ecosystem of entertainment. Always a pleasure with you, KJ and FBI. I appreciate you all. And until next week, peace.
Peace.
This is The Ranking, powered by The Feature Effect. We are out.